Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of a dense forest, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was a kind and gentle soul, and she was loved by everyone in the village. One day, as she was walking through the forest, Lily stumbled upon a small clearing she had never seen before. In the center of the clearing stood a tall, ancient tree that seemed to beckon her closer. Curious, Lily approached the tree and placed her hand on its rough bark. Suddenly, the tree began to glow, and Lily was enveloped in a bright light. When the light faded, Lily found herself in a strange and wondrous world, unlike anything she had ever seen before. There were mountains of gold and silver, sparkling jewels that shone like stars, and magnificent creatures that she had only ever read about in books. Lily explored this new world for what seemed like hours, until she came upon a castle made entirely of crystal. As she approached the castle, she noticed a group of people huddled outside, looking worried. Curious, Lily approached the group and asked what was wrong. They told her that the evil sorcerer had stolen the magical crystal that powered their kingdom, and without it, they were doomed. Lily knew she had to help. She went inside the castle and found the sorcerer, who was busy casting a spell to absorb the crystal's power. Lily sneaked up behind him and grabbed the crystal, breaking the spell and causing the sorcerer to flee. With the crystal returned to its rightful place, the kingdom was saved, and Lily was hailed as a hero. The grateful king offered her anything she desired as a reward, but all Lily asked for was to return to her own world. The king granted her wish, and with a wave of his hand, Lily found herself back in the forest, standing in front of the ancient tree. She realized that the tree had been a magical portal to another world, and that her adventure had been real. From that day on, Lily was known throughout the village as the girl who had saved a magical kingdom. And though she never spoke of her adventure to anyone, she knew that it had changed her forever. Lily returned to her normal life in the village, but she could not shake the memory of her incredible adventure in the other world. She spent many hours wandering through the forest, hoping to stumble upon the ancient tree once again. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, but Lily's search was fruitless. She began to wonder if her adventure had simply been a dream, or if the magical portal had closed forever. One day, as she was walking through the village, she overheard a group of travelers discussing a legendary tree that had the power to transport people to other worlds. Lily's heart skipped a beat as she realized that they were talking about the same tree that had taken her on her adventure. Determined to find the tree once again, Lily joined the travelers on their journey, hoping they could lead her to the magical portal. They traveled for days through dense forests and treacherous mountains, but they eventually came upon the clearing where the tree stood. Lily's heart pounded with excitement as she approached the tree, remembering the bright light and incredible adventure it had brought her before. She placed her hand on the rough bark, and just like before, the tree began to glow. This time, Lily was prepared. She had brought with her a map and supplies to help her navigate the other world. She stepped through the portal with a sense of excitement and wonder, ready to explore the vast and incredible realm that awaited her. As she journeyed through the other world, Lily encountered many strange and wondrous things. She befriended fairies and unicorns, battled fierce dragons and evil sorcerers, and explored hidden caves filled with treasure beyond her wildest dreams. At last, after many months of adventure, Lily returned to her own world once again. But this time, she knew that the magical portal would always be there, waiting for her to return whenever she was ready for another incredible journey. Lily returned to her village a changed person. Her adventures in the other world had filled her with confidence, bravery, and a sense of wonder. She knew that she would never be content with a normal, mundane life again. Over the years, Lily continued to journey through the portal to the other world whenever she felt the call of adventure. She became known throughout the village as the girl who lived 1,000 lives, and many people would come to her seeking advice, guidance, and tales of her incredible journeys. But despite her many adventures, Lily never forgot the people and places she had left behind in her own world. She worked tirelessly to make her village a better place, using the knowledge and skills she had gained on her travels to help those in need. As she grew older, Lily realized that her time was growing short. She knew that she would not be able to journey through the portal forever, and she began to worry about what would happen to the other world when she was gone. But as it turned out, Lily need not have worried. When she finally passed away, she was reunited with all the people and creatures she had met in the other world. They welcomed her back with open arms, grateful for all the help and guidance she had given them during her many journeys. And even though she was no longer able to journey through the portal herself, Lily knew that the magical tree would continue to welcome new adventurers, just as it had welcomed her all those years ago. And she smiled, content in the knowledge that her legacy would live on, through the many lives she had touched both in her own world and beyond. Years passed, and the village where Lily had lived became a bustling town, full of people from all over the world who had heard of the incredible girl who had lived there. The town grew to be a hub of culture and innovation, thanks in no small part to the knowledge and experience that Lily had brought back from her adventures in the other world. One day, a young girl named Sarah arrived in the town, drawn by the tales of Lily and her incredible journeys. Sarah had always felt like there was something missing in her life, and she hoped that by following in Lily's footsteps, she could find the adventure and purpose that she had been searching for. Sarah found the ancient tree in the forest, just as Lily had so many years before. She placed her hand on the rough bark, and the tree began to glow, just as it had done for Lily. As she stepped through the portal and into the other world, Sarah felt a sense of excitement and wonder that she had never experienced before. She journeyed through the strange and wondrous realm, making new friends and encountering incredible sights and sounds. And as she journeyed, Sarah felt the same sense of bravery and confidence that Lily had felt all those years before. She knew that she was on a journey of her own, and that no matter what dangers she faced or what challenges lay ahead, she had the strength and courage to overcome them. In the end, Sarah returned to her own world, just as Lily had done before her. But she was forever changed by her adventures in the other world, and she knew that she would never be content with a normal, mundane life again. And so, the legacy of Lily lived on, through the many adventurers who followed in her footsteps and discovered the incredible world that lay beyond the magical tree. And though Lily was no longer there to guide them, her spirit lived on, in the bravery, kindness, and sense of wonder that she had inspired in so many. As the years went by, more and more adventurers journeyed through the portal to the other world, each one bringing back new stories and experiences to share with their friends and loved ones. The town where Lily had lived became a thriving hub of culture and innovation, a place where people from all over the world came to learn, explore, and discover. But even as the world around them changed, the ancient tree remained a constant, its rough bark and gnarled branches a symbol of the incredible adventures that lay beyond. And so, the legacy of Lily lived on, inspiring new generations of adventurers to follow in her footsteps and discover the wonders that lay beyond the portal to the other world. As for Lily herself, her memory lived on in the hearts and minds of all those who had known her. Her bravery, kindness, and sense of wonder were celebrated in stories and songs, passed down from generation to generation as a reminder of the incredible person she had been. And though she was no longer there to journey through the portal herself, Lily knew that her spirit lived on in the countless adventurers who had followed in her footsteps, each one carrying with them a small piece of her legacy, and a sense of wonder and adventure that would never fade. And so, Lily's story came full circle, from a young girl seeking adventure and purpose to a legendary figure whose memory would inspire countless generations to come. But for those who knew her best, Lily would always be remembered as the kind-hearted and brave girl who had changed their lives forever. They would tell stories of her adventures by the fireside, and marvel at the incredible feats she had accomplished. And even as the world around them continued to change, the ancient tree remained a constant, a reminder of the incredible journeys that lay beyond its gnarled branches, and of the incredible person who had discovered them so many years before. As for Sarah, the young adventurer who had followed in Lily's footsteps, she too would one day be remembered as a legendary figure, her own adventures inspiring countless others to follow in her footsteps and discover the wonders of the other world. But for now, as she journeyed through the strange and wondrous realm, Sarah felt the same sense of excitement and wonder that Lily had felt so many years before. And as she looked up at the ancient tree, she knew that she was part of a legacy that stretched back for generations, a legacy of bravery, kindness, and the unquenchable spirit of adventure. And so, Sarah continued her journey through the other world, encountering new challenges and making new friends with each passing day. She learned about the different cultures and customs of the land, and she discovered incredible treasures and secrets hidden in the most unlikely of places. Through it all, Sarah never forgot the lessons she had learned from Lily, about bravery, kindness, and the importance of following one's dreams. And even as she faced new challenges and overcame new obstacles, she always carried a small piece of Lily's spirit with her, a reminder of the incredible person who had inspired her to embark on this incredible journey. In time, Sarah returned to her own world, just as Lily and so many others had done before her. But she was forever changed by her experiences in the other world, and she knew that she would never be content with a normal, mundane life again. Instead, she dedicated herself to sharing her stories and experiences with others, inspiring new generations of adventurers to follow in her footsteps and discover the wonders of the other world. And so, the legacy of Lily and Sarah lived on, inspiring countless others to embrace their sense of wonder and adventure, and to never be afraid to follow their dreams, no matter where they might lead. As the years passed, the world continued to change and evolve. The portal to the other world became more widely known and accessible, and a new era of exploration and discovery began. But through it all, the memory of Lily and Sarah remained a constant, a reminder of the incredible adventures that lay beyond the portal, and of the incredible people who had discovered them. And so, the town where Lily had lived became a hub of culture and innovation, a place where adventurers from all over the world came to share their stories and experiences, and to learn from one another. The ancient tree still stood tall, its gnarled branches reaching up towards the sky, a symbol of the incredible adventures that lay beyond. And though Lily and Sarah were no longer there to journey through the portal themselves, their legacy lived on in the countless adventurers who followed in their footsteps, each one carrying with them a small piece of their spirit and sense of wonder. And so, the portal to the other world became a symbol of hope and adventure, a gateway to new and incredible experiences, and a reminder of the incredible power of the human spirit to overcome any obstacle and achieve any dream. And as for Lily and Sarah, their memory continued to live on in the hearts and minds of all those who had known them, inspiring new generations of adventurers to follow in their footsteps and discover the incredible wonders of the other world. Moral of the story. The moral of the story is that life is full of adventure and possibility, and that we should never be afraid to follow our dreams and explore the world around us. Through the example of Lily and Sarah, we are reminded of the incredible power of the human spirit to overcome any obstacle and achieve great things. By embracing our sense of wonder and adventure, and by following in the footsteps of those who have come before us, we can discover new and incredible things, and leave a legacy of inspiration and possibility for those who come after us.